Let's go ahead and hit it. Hit it real good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite nerdy podcast, where we talk about everything pop culture, but mostly comic books, movies, and anime. That podcast being Comic
X Weeb! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'm your co-host, James, aka Comics for Cheap, aka hashtag send it to James, aka beating off in a BYU classroom. And I got my co-host here with me.
It's your boy Chris, aka. Come on, Dino, hit me with the music, brother.
I always forget to load it up, but
perfect. Black Santa, aka young man, for what you just said, we're gonna have to kick you off campus. We're gonna have to take everything from you, all scholarships, all everything, and BYU sucks. AKA super cold.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Water. Sponsored by nobody. Because we still don't got no sponsors. Unsoiled, unsullied, whatever word you want to use. We still don't got none right now, but it's coming soon. Sooner than you think. You never know. Could be right around the corner. Probably not, but we will find out.
It's probably because we start an episode talking about beating off at a BYU, classroom. We were talking about that because just behind the scenes, we were talking about how crazy BYU is. I mean, it's absolutely insane, the rules and regulations that go down there. Some of, and not total, but men can't have long hair or beards. Women can only have one piercing per ear. Shorts on any gender have to go to at least the knee. No porn, no smoking, no drugs or alcohol of any kind. Your door has to stay open between certain hours of the day. And if you don't live with your parents, you're forced to live on campus. So yeah, all sorts of craziness going down there that I just could not be a part of, even if you paid me a full fucking scholarship. It doesn't matter. I ain't there.
Can't do it. Can't do it at all. And men can't even have any piercing whatsoever, right?
No piercings for men. No.
Bro, what the hell, man? Like, again, I don't really care if you have piercings or not. I don't have piercings, but I don't give a damn if you have it or not. But the fact that you just can't have it whatsoever, females can only have it in one ear.
Right.
You can't even have anybody from the opposite sex come visit your room.
No one can visit your room or your bathroom. No visitors.
Good Lord, man.
So you could, if someone visits, you have to be in like a public space, like the lawns or maybe the library, maybe. I don't know.
And if you're in the library, you don't have much talking, right? You read. Yeah. You just read and just stare at each other. But be careful though. Don't stare too much, because if it seems sexual, we gotta kick you out.
Finger banging someone in the book stacks, you know what I mean?
That's if what I'm they see about. You staring at somebody and they believe that you're imagining just banging the shit out of that person, yeah, they're gonna kick you out. They're gonna say, we have ground to kick you out. Too sexual. What's wrong with
you? If two dudes holding hands walking down the street, they're gonna chop your hands off, and then they're gonna kick you out of the goddamn school. It's crazy. I'll make these rules up, man.
The whole time, bro, they're gonna be freaking splashing you with holy water. You demons! Like, what the hell, man? BYU, calm down, bro.
But enough bashing of BYU. We hope you guys are having a good Tuesday evening. Hit that like button for us. Smash it. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know, all the usual nonsense, whether you're live or on the replay. We appreciate you just chilling with us and talking crazy shit. Speaking of crazy shit.
And, Super Cole said he has something to tell y'all this week. And what Super Cole got to tell you, the big news.
Big news.
Is you'll find out next week.
Okay.
So be prepared for next week.
Excellent.
Big news. We gotta be talking about that album coming out, bro.
Oh, okay.
Coming out. 2045.
Better not come out at BYU though, because they'll kick you right off the campus. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's too much. You can't curse. You gotta go.
Can't
so
curse.
I know Black Santa can't be there.
And you can't come out. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm sorry. But anyways, you know what else I was talking about? Something crazy that happened. I watched Morbius because it hit Netflix. Apparently, Sony has decided that they're just gonna piss Disney off even further and start sending their movies to Netflix. They did it with the Spider-Man movies, not the older ones, not the newer ones, and now they've just done it with Morbius. So I threw it on because it was like trending #1 worldwide or whatever, or now it's #2, I think, or whatever it is. But
I got a feeling Marvel and Disney in general probably ain't that upset about the Morpheus one.
They probably don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they probably want the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I would want those old ones, new ones, whatever.
Yeah,
all of them. I would want those because they're good movies and they're successful and blah blah blah. Hell, whether you like Spider-Man 3 or not, financially it was extremely successful.
Extremely successful.
Like
successful. Top 10 all time.
Yes,
in the box office.
Yeah.
So they put Morbius on Netflix. I'm like, whatever. Let me just throw it on. Because I'm doing my sale, you know what I mean? I like to have something on in the background. So I was like, it's not going to hurt me. I'm not devoting my time to it, really. Let me just throw it on and see what all the fuss was about. And I got to say this first off, Chris. I was worried. Because the first, however long of the movie, I was like, I might like this movie. But then it's a fucking train wreck after, 20 minutes in or something.
Okay, I'll go.
Dude. I was like,
are you telling me past 20 to 25 minutes?
Yeah, So 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes, I'm like, I found myself stopping to say, I'm actually watching this shit. I'm like, what? There's got to be some kind of a catch, or I've just grown stupider or something, because why am I liking this movie right now? But yeah, no, it just nose dove and went off the rails about 20 minutes past, and ended weird. There was a very strange, abrupt ending. The whole Tombs thing, the Vulture for I was like, he just appeared. First I thought they were trying to say
I told you
that he was trying to be snapped back in. They were trying to do that thing where he's snapped back in from the Thanos thing. But no, that's not what it was. It was just this weird. He's just there, and then they're like, "Oh, well, because he's here, they're just gonna release him."
Yeah, because it's basically. I'm pretty sure this is what it's like. What the same crap that happened to Venom. What happened to Eddie? How he was zapped in and zapped away, and it's the same thing that basically happened with the Vulture, except for the rules of the spell.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the rules of the spell, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
But that's basically what happened. And so he was just sent to their jail. And I mean, technically, it's right. You can't keep anybody there who you have no record on and shouldn't be there. So they had to release him. What are they going to do? He just showed up in their prison, just teleported there. I mean, they can't really keep him there. I mean, they can, but this ain't no secret prison. So
it's not like you can't have a database or something to look them up and be like, oh, Adrian Toombs, oh, a felon.
Remember that happened. That on anything he did, that happened in the other universe. That didn't happen in Venom's universe. It happened in Peter's universe.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And even though they did say apparently there is a Peter and a Spider-Man in the Venomverse, okay. And they've been very teasing whether it's Andy Garfield or if it's somebody else. Again, okay. Still, no matter what, this Vulture didn't do anything in this timeline,
right?
In this universe, so they can't do anything. They can look up all they want. It's going to see that this guy either he don't exist or is another guy who has his name. But either way, this dude didn't do anything. They got to release him.
Just shenanigans, absolutely shenanigans. I don't know. Yeah, it was so
dumb.
And then he makes the whole little Sinister Six reference where he's like, I'm thinking about putting together a team.
I'm still confused how he put his suit together.
Yeah, where did he find it?
Because that suit looks pretty damn good for how he put that together. Where he get what? How did that even that was? I was like, wait, what? Where did he get these parts from?
It's like playing catch with your dad. He just threw that together. You know what I mean?
I was just like, what the hell? But yeah, it's stupid. It's a bad movie.
Yeah, so it was very weird, like especially the movements. I don't want to go too far into it because it doesn't deserve that much time, but like the movements, all the fucking weird misty, wavy, like he's moving through water type CGI shit. I was like, I don't know what that's all about, but that's really weird. It was like that dark matter energy from Harry Potter that like he was like moving through. I was like, this is weird. I don't know what's going on there, but I was glad when it was over. I could see why everyone was hating it. But yeah, in other news, it's Morbin time. But anyways, Chris, we had a spectacular opening weekend in the NFL. Oh my gosh. We got to talk a little bit about this craziness that went down football wise.
Yes, sir.
Just right off the bat, which game? I mean, there's so many games that was like ridiculous, but which game just sticks out for you?
You know, as a New Yorker, the Giants game, them taking care of Tennessee in the way that game was just freaking crazy.
Absolutely insane.
Obviously, Tennessee's the better team and the team that has Super Bowl aspect, looking to be in a championship game. They did a great job against Derrick Henry. Saquon Barkley turned back time, 164 yards, looked like Saquon a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because everybody's like Saquon's washed. And even me was like, man, I don't know if he's going to be that guy anymore. The dude's only like 24, 25. You forget he's so young, the last 2 to 3 years he's been injured and he just hasn't been anything. Right. So now he's fully healthy and he's looking like he was the first 2 years when he played. It's one game, but still you haven't seen that kind of like explosive and spark from him in so long. It's like, man, that was just good to see. And those guys played so hard for that coach. That coach got them playing different. Their mind is different. I don't think the Giants are going to be too great. But still, man, if they can play with that kind of energy and that kind of just ready to go, they're going to make every game tough, and it's going to be a good, fun season for those guys.
For sure. That was an exciting game. My cracking up game, I was just laughing, was the Buccaneers Cowboys game.
So funny. I got a guy who's a Cowboy fan at my job, and I told him. I told him, and me and him talked about it today. It was so fun. But I told that I was like, bro, Dak is going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt. And I made it. I was serious about him going down within the first 3 games. But I made a joke and was like, he's going to go down in the first game. Oh, my God. He actually did.
He went down in the first game.
He went down in the first game off of a freak accident. Yep. But he's injury prone, so I wasn't really that shocked because I meant it. I was like, he's going to go down within the first 3 games.
Those types of injuries, though, where you throw it and your hand gets caught on a linebacker coming at you or whatever, that's like the weakest. I hate to see that one. Like, it doesn't matter how much I like or dislike a player. That one's just one of those. It's like there's really nothing you can do. Break your thumb, break your finger, whatever. Like, that sucks. And it's just like, it's one of those, like you said, a freak accident that like, I wish you could avoid it, but like any other injury is like, whatever, you probably could have avoided it, like lowering your head or whatever, or, trying to do some crazy shit while you're being wrapped up. Like some of the stuff like that, it's just like, that could have been avoided, but the one that with Dak was just unavoidable. But what I especially enjoyed about that injury, not that I'm wishing injury upon anybody, but the Cowboys fans booed this man as he's being taken off the damn field.
Okay.
And throwing trash at him.
I'm happy you said that. I don't care how frustrated you are with Dak, and Dak I said it before, he's a great leader. He's overrated as a player. But he's a great leader. He's a good human being. He's been through a lot personally. But I don't care how much you dislike or feel like he's injury prone. He always get hurt. And again, he is overrated. But I don't care. There's no reason you should be throwing trash at this man. Him running off after breaking something in his hand. He's hurt. And you're throwing trash at this dude? Classic. And you're a punk. You're doing that crap because you're so far away from him. If you was face to face with him, even with a broken hand, you wouldn't have did that because he would have bust your ass. Like, I have no respect for those kind of people. They're a bunch of punks. They're just like those keyboard warriors who will type all that crap behind their little keyboards, or if you're online with them playing a game and they want to, say profanity and talk all that trash. But if you're face to face with them, most quietest dudes you'll ever meet in your life. Thought the motherfucker was dead. That quiet. So it's like, man, it's just trash, man. I felt bad because it make all to be fair, Cowboy fans are Cowboy fans. They don't have a great reputation whatsoever. But when you see garbage like that, it makes it look like they're just a bunch of savages and complete idiots, and that's not the case. But somebody should have bust that fan's ass. I really mean that. That fan should have got some paws put on him because there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I thought it was humorous. Like, I could almost be like, yeah, whatever. If it was someone on the other team being taken off and someone threw some popcorn or whatever, like, as long as you're not throwing something that's like actually going to hurt somebody, whatever. Like some popcorn, okay. You paid $10 for a thing of popcorn. If you want to dump it, like, as your $10, you know what I mean? But like your own guy, like, come on, man, that's just ridiculous. But
what was the best part of that game, though, is that I gotta say, man, that Cowboys defense. Man, they played very well. Mark Paulson, he was a man among boys. You can't stop that dude. He's so good.
The Cowboys defense. What are you talking about?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, man.
They scored. Yeah, Tom Brady got 19, but they got a bunch of field goals. Look at that game statistically. They made the run game basically irrelevant. Tom had a bad game.
Giselle's in his head.
He only had one touchdown, one interception. That defense had a bunch of Paulson had 2 sacks on them. They got a bunch of field goals.
That is true. They did have a lot of field goals.
Bunch of field goals. No, that Cowboy defense played good.
All right.
They played very well. Their offense gave them nothing. No. Before Zach even went down, they got nothing from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he went down like the fourth quarter. So they got nothing from him. But that defense played good. I was very impressed with that defense, bro.
All right. All right. So some other notable games, the Broncos, Seahawks. Everyone wrote off the Seahawks. Everyone thought the Broncos was going to win. Russell Wilson comes on, booed by the Seahawks fans. You got to love it. I mean, that kind of thing is just like, yeah, whatever. It's cool. I'm sure there's not really hard feelings. It's just fun to boo when you're in a crowd situation sometimes. You know what I mean?
It depends, man. It really depends, because if you're a hardcore fan and then like your guy leaves, it could be some hard feelings. So I don't know how they really feel about him.
I'm just saying, if I'm having a beer at a game, you know what I mean? If it's a hockey game, football game, whatever, and there's some booing going on, I don't even know who I'm booing at, but I'm gonna join in. I'm just gonna join. It's just fun to boo people, man. Like, it ain't no hard feelings or nothing. It's just like, you refs coming out, I'm gonna boo the fucking refs. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. It don't even
Why not? Right. Yeah. It's like at wrestling events, like when a lot of people are booing, you just join in or cheering, vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the amateur ones, which are so fun to just like, boo. You know what I mean? It's just fun. But yeah, that was crazy. That was an insane game. Came down.
I got a hot take for you.
Coaching error at the end there. Was really the only reason that the Seahawks did win. But a W is a W at the end of the day.
I got a hot take for you, bro.
Go for it.
I hate to say this, and my brother going to be very upset because he is a diehard Broncos fan, and I'm rooting for the Broncos to do very good for him. Because outside of that, I wouldn't give 2 craps about the Broncos. Peyton Manning don't play for them anymore, so who cares?
Right.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think Russell Wilson's overrated.
I would agree with
Russell Wilson is. See, it's a hot take because Russell Wilson looked as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't think he is. I think he's one of the greatest. I think he might be the greatest true game manager of all time.
Yeah.
But in terms of like when you need a guy to be that guy and go out there and win a game for you, I don't think he's that. I don't think he can do it.
I think he's very mediocre.
I kind of think that too. Because last night, I'm sorry, he should have got the job done.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't.
He was forcing
and yeah, there was a call, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? He could have played better. Geno Smith looked better than him.
Geno was the man.
I was like, Geno freaking Smith, dude.
I was like, where was
Geno Smith?
Where was this on the Jets, bro? Come on, what the hell?
Come on, bro. Come on, son.
Oh my gosh. Patrick Mahomes making a strong case for MVP candidacy.
I know, man.
Oof.
Woo! But I said it before though. Like it wasn't gonna be too big of a drop off losing Tyreek Hill. Like Tyreek Hill's he's a great receiver, no question about it. No shot at this dude's amazing. But he wanted to get his money. He went and got the bag. Good for him. But like Travis Kelce's still there, and Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Like Tyreek Hill didn't make Patrick Mahomes, so like I wasn't like, oh my god, losing him. That offense is they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
like you lose a big explosive part, but Patrick Mahomes is still one of the best players and quarterbacks in the league, so they'll be okay.
I was upset that the Steelers won.
Bro, look at how they won too, bro. They had oh my god, they should have lost that game, man.
Dude, that game was insane. And it was I was furious at the end of that game. I was just like, I turn the shit off. I'll go on to the next fucking round of games because that shit was just absolutely ridiculous. I was furious that they lost. I was furious that the Panthers couldn't get it done.
I was just about to say, we have to at least say something about your Panthers.
Jesus, my poor Panthers being led to nothing from Baker Mayfield. Thanks, Baker. Thanks, Baker.
Baker got better at the end. Their offense just took too long to get going, but he
found a groove towards the end, but he needs to find that like right out the gate. He needs to be, because I was saying like there was a moment in the first quarter or second quarter where he should have ran the ball in like he did on the next touchdown or whatever. But I was like, Baker, what the fuck are you doing? Just run with that shit into the end zone and whatever. But he just whatever, I thought he'd be mad enough to come out swinging, and he didn't. So, but
what if he's just not good enough? What if it doesn't matter how mad he was, and he's just not capable of being that guy?
That's very possible.
I don't know. I'm still very toss up on Baker. But
he's another one that's like very like middle of the pack to
get my attention or like my opinion on him after this. But I'm giving him this year though. I'm not gonna like crap on him yet.
Okay. All right. There was also a very controversial couple of calls.
There were. Y'all did get some calls against you. I was like,
I don't want to blame the refs or nothing, but I'm just saying in a close game like that, there were a couple of calls that I was just like, oh, okay.
I agree. It was, but I mean, it does come down to this. Like, legitly though, the Browns, as crazy as it sounds, but seriously, the Browns are a legit team. They only lacking the quarterback aspect, and that's what Deshaun was brought in for. And obviously, he's gone dealing with masseuses. Getting some massage somewhere.
They were talking about talking with somebody. Who were they? The San Francisco dude.
Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Pornstar Jimmy?
Pornstar Jimmy. Definitely didn't go to BYU. You know he didn't go to BYU. The nickname like that. I think that, but I don't think there was anything that came of that. I think it was just kind of rumor mill type shit.
And honestly, it would have been dumb because at this point, the Browns are doing the right thing. Because if you bring in another quarterback, like again, remember Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy. Even though yes, he was backed up for Tom, he does have a Super Bowl ring. And he has been to the playoffs multiple times. So if you bring this guy in, you're gonna have to pay him a little bit more, and even whatever the case may be, you don't want to have that like kind of situation. And again, their quarterback right now also has a Super Bowl being behind Tom. If I'm not right, I'm pretty sure Brissett has a Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure he got it when he backed up Tom Brady. But yeah, like I think Brissett's good enough. I think he's good enough to do what you need him to do. And you don't need to bring anybody in, a big name. You already got Deshaun when he comes back.
Right.
After a couple more massages or whatever. When he gets back there. You got to go with him. He has to be the guy. Because if you bring somebody else big time in, and let's say Jimmy comes in and he's balling, like we talked about before, what do? I'm paying this dude $230 million guaranteed. Nah, I'm sorry, his butt's gonna be out there doing something.
Start looking for a trade. I don't know.
Who the hell is gonna trade for that contract with that baggage?
For Jimmy though. For Jimmy.
Oh, for Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you did that, that could be smart if Jimmy was super hot and you try to trade him right then and there. You could get something out of it, but still.
You probably could get something, maybe that last piece you needed for the team or something. I don't know.
Maybe,
it's one of those
too much of a risk that I just wouldn't want to go through. And it's just, we already got enough nonsense going on. We don't need any more drama right now. If I'm the Browns.
All right, so you said that you wanted to go ahead and throw your hat in the ring for MVP for the season. Who do you think MVP is going to be?
I think MVP is going to be motherfucking Josh Allen. That's what I'm calling my boy from now on. Motherfucking Josh Allen.
I love it.
Josh Allen. That's what I'm going with as MVP. I got faith in this dude. He's going to get it done. And to be honest with you, Patrick Mahomes, man, he's looking great, right? First game, obviously. And if he obviously keep this up, he's going to might MVP again. But I'm going with my boy Josh Allen. I'm picking him for MVP. This is the year he puts it all together. Because I said it before. I told you. I've told other people, and I'm saying it here. If the Bills don't, and I'm not necessarily picking the Bills to win. Gonna get there soon. Who I'm pick. But if the Bills don't win within the next year or two, that team is going to get blown up. Yeah. Josh Allen has had this team too long for them not to get to that point. So they got to start actually winning where it matters. They got to get it done. They got to win those games against Patrick Mahomes. That's super close. Can't worry about overtime. Got to get it done. They're going to have to win these games because this roster is too good to continuously lose in the first and second round. Can't happen anymore.
I'm with you there. With Josh Allen. Josh Allen is on my fantasy football team, so I'm excited about his performance. However,
his interception is what concerns me. He turns the ball over too much.
Yeah, that can be just getting excited. I mean, I know he's still a little bit
problem
younger.
Is look at his numbers, dude. He turns the ball over too much every year. That's my biggest concern with him. He got to cut that out. I don't care how excited you get. That what gets you those L's.
That's true.
You got to cut that out. That's my only concern with him.
Putting 31 up on the Super Bowl reigning champs, though, that was pretty cool
good
to see. I have to go with Mahomes as my pick for who I think is going to be MVP.
Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick. Just coming out swinging. I mean, obviously, Rodgers got it back to back. Last year, he started with the same bullshit week one, if we remember correctly, where they were just the Packers were blown away. This week, same kind of thing.
Rodgers has slow starts. So I'm not, and you know Aaron Rodgers, my guy. You know I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan. You know that. Mm-hmm. This channel knows that because last year I came on all the time talking about some discount double checking every type of Aaron Rodgers thing I could say. So yeah, Aaron's my guy, and I'm not worried about him after one game.
No.
It's a young, you got receivers got to get going.
I just don't think
the Vikings aren't as bad as some people think they are. The Vikings, I think they're gonna make some noise. They got some good receivers. Like, I'm seriously, the Vikings, they got a pretty good defense too. The Vikings are gonna be, I'm telling you, they're gonna make some noise, man.
Okay.
I think they're gonna make some noise.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's just what I think. I don't think that Rodgers is gonna pull it together. I think the team will have a winning season, but I don't think they're gonna be like outstanding. So I'm gonna go with Mahomes for the MVP.
Okay. Let me ask you this though. Yep. Do you want to hold off to next show before we pick who we think will go win the AFC, NFC?
Nah, fuck it. Let's just do it.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Fuck it. Let's do it. So for the West.
The AFC or the NFC?
Man. I don't know. I think it's going to be, in the Super Bowl. Who's going to... I can see a surprising Seahawks.
Oh, my God. So you're saying the Seahawks will win the NFC? What?
I can see a surprising run from the Seahawks. I'm just gonna go crazy right here. Okay.
Oh, okay. So the Seahawks is his NFC pick to win to win the NFC.
Right.
Okay.
And then of course, I'm gonna go with Kansas City because
the Chiefs to win the AFC.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's who I'm thinking for MVP anyway. So.
Okay,
yes,
that is a great Oh my god,
it might age terribly. It might age terribly, but that's what I'm going with. I was just very impressed with their performance, and compared to some of the other ones, I was like, you know what? It could just be a little surprise. They just need a couple little tweaks, some adjustments, some film watching, some practicing with the right coaching. They might get it done.
Wow.
This is what I'm gonna go with.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what Dino went with. I'm going with out of the NFC. I'm gonna go with because it is tough, man.
It's tough.
It's extremely tough.
Especially after
I don't think the Rams are gonna get back. I don't
think so either.
I don't think they're getting back. You know what? You went crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go crazy too, because this team last year, obviously it wouldn't have been a crazy pick, but because of how much is going on, I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Ooh.
I'm going with Aaron Rodgers is gonna finally do it, and he's gonna get the Green Bay Packers to the Super Bowl. Back there,
man.
He's gonna do it. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
And the Packers to go to the NFC. I'm going with my boy Aaron Rodgers. He gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
As for the AFC, I gotta go with. I love your Kansas City pick. I really, really do. But because it was I'm gonna go with my MVP too. I'm gonna say the Bills are gonna go, and it's gonna be the Bills versus the Packers in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go with my MVP too.
So who you got winning between Bills and Packers? Experience or youth? Who you got?
Oh God, that would be a tough one too, man. Because honestly, man, I'm going motherfucking Josh Allen and the Bills. The Bills Mafia. Oh my God, the Bills Mafia. I'm going with them to win the Super Bowl.
That's who I would pick between those two. I would definitely pick Bills over Packers. So I would pick, obviously, I got to pick the Chiefs over the Seahawks. But so that's our crazy picks.
These are some crazy picks. Outside of the Chiefs and the Bills, our other two picks are really crazy. You ain't gonna get these kind of picks on any other shows.
My runner-up was the Chargers. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Chargers.
That's a good runner-up. My runner-up would be Kansas City, because I really do like Kansas City, and I can see them actually winning the whole thing. My runner-up would be Kansas City from the AFC, and the NFC it would be like I don't think the Bucks. I really don't. How about them Cowboys? No. Shoot, I don't know who the runner-up for the NFC would really be, but probably damn, I can't say. Who you got? Do you got an NFC runner-up?
That's what. Not the Chargers aren't NFC.
No, Chargers AFC.
Oh, my fault. All right, so Chargers
AFC, because they're in the same division. They're in the same division. They would be with the Chiefs and stuff.
Gotcha. Shit. What about Joe Burr, the Bengals?
They would be AFC too.
They're AFC too? Man, I'm not good with the AFC, NFC. Let me see. I don't know. Who my backup would be. What about the Ravens?
That was really tough.
What about the Ravens? Are they AFC too?
Ravens are also AFC, yeah.
Fucking hell! What the hell?
Yeah, the Ravens are they would battle through. They would have to go through the Chiefs and all that to get to Super Bowl.
Yeah, they ain't doing that. I can tell you that right now.
Lamar Jackson did look pretty good.
Yeah, look, Lamar Jackson. Here's my thing with Lamar Jackson. This is going to be like an all football podcast this week. Lamar Jackson is really good on his legs. Really good on his legs.
Yeah.
And really good at passing when there is just nobody even threatening to touch him. As soon as you put some pressure on him, if he's scrambling and he can outrun you, that's one thing. But if he's scrambling and he throws, or if you got him like close to cornered or whatever,
right,
he panics and he's not great. Or if there's even like a little bit of pressure and he's throwing a pass, it's not great. So I think that he played the fucking Jets. Like it's not a really good, like, you know what I mean? Like it's not a good test of his skill for right out the gate week 1. So that's just what I've seen. Like the thing that pops into my head all the time is last year when he threw that he like kind of like chucked up a ball from the end zone, and then it was intercepted on the 5-yard line and just kind of walked into the end zone. So a lot, like that's what I think when I think Lamar Jackson. He's just kind of he's very panicky under pressure, and if he fixes that, I think he'd be elite. But I don't know.
We'll talk about this another time because we're going to get to the Marvel, all this crazy stuff that's going on with the announcements and all that. But the only thing I'm going to say, I'm not the biggest fan on both sides of what the Ravens and Lamar decide to do. Lamar is betting on himself, so he doesn't have a new contract, and the Ravens put themselves in a really interesting situation too, because of how the salary cap works. Not salary cap, because of how if they decide to franchise tag him next year, if they don't come to an agreement. Some people don't know, but there's 2 franchise tags. There's 2 different. It's too high it works. And if they go with unrestricted, basically that means that other teams can go after him for 2 first rounds. If they go with restriction, they're gonna have to pay that dude like $45 million next year. So yeah, we'll get into that another time. But yeah, like I don't like how each side did this, but I just hope he doesn't get hurt. I really do.
Oh man, he is definitely betting on himself. When I saw he turned down that massive extension, I was like, well, maybe he thinks he is going to have the breakout year or the year of his career or whatever. But yeah, you're right. If he gets hurt, he's fucked himself because that's it. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I have a runner up. I guess I would say I don't even fucking know who I would have. Maybe LA, the other LA, the Rams. Maybe
the Rams coming back. Yeah, that's a fair one.
That's probably the closest I could get. Because I'm just looking at the NFC and I'm just like, I mean, none of these teams really. Like what? The Commandos.
Woo! No.
Yeah, so I think Rams would have to be
win, but
would have to be my runner-up.
Being that good.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about some craziness.
Yeah, let's get into it.
The D23, everything that went down with Disney and the announcements, the Disney Plus Day that happened. We got announcements for every aspect of Disney, not just Marvel, but we also had like Lucasfilm, Disney Pixar, et cetera, et cetera. So we can just go down the list of some of the announcements, and then we'll do some trailer reactions because I haven't seen the new Secret Invasion or Werewolf by Night trailer, so we'll go ahead and do that here. But yeah, so just straight out the gate, Walt Disney Studios went ahead and announced Hocus Pocus 2 and dropped a trailer for it.
I can't even remember Hocus Pocus. I don't even know if I actually seen it.
It's about there's these 3 witches that come back from the dead because a virgin lit a candle in a house or whatever. I mean, it's a cute movie. It's fun. It's whatever. I don't think it needs a sequel at all.
Right.
I don't think the sequel is going to be good. It's just I don't like unnecessary sequels. They are bringing back all the same people, which I do like. It's honest to God, it's one of Alexis's like all-time favorite movies.
So she was excited for it, huh?
No, she doesn't think it needs a sequel either.
Well, there you go.
She's really hoping that they don't ruin it because she's going to be like, "Fuck this." So. Maybe it surprises us all and it's like really amazing, but I don't think so. There was also Disenchanted that was dropped. Another trailer for or a trailer for Disenchanted. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't really care.
Oh, it's a sequel for Enchanted, which came out in 2007. I don't even remember. I don't even remember that movie to begin with. So
very sure I know I didn't see that.
They announced Peter Pan and Wendy, which I guess is going to be a live action
But why though?
adaptation of Peter Pan.
But why though?
I don't know. We had Hook, which was a live action Peter Pan movie starring Robin Williams.
And to be fair, that wasn't needed neither.
I mean, it was okay, but I think
needed.
that Robin Williams really carried it. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't needed. Now we have Jude Law as Captain Hook, apparently. And yeah, okay, whatever. Haunted Mansion is finally getting this movie that they've been promising for the longest fucking time. So the ride at Disney World is now getting a film similar to how Pirates of the Caribbean got a film after based on the ride. So whatever, that I don't know if it could be good. At least it's not a fucking sequel or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, fair, true.
We're getting Mufasa, the Lion King, a prequel that's coming out.
What?
Yeah, that's 2 years out. But yes, Mufasa is getting his film. Maybe we get the rise of Mufasa. Maybe there's like a surprising, like, you know, maybe there's some backstabbing going on with Scar and shit. You know
and then it ends with him getting killed, being ran over and stuff. That's how it ends, right?
I would say it ends with outcasting Scar.
It legitimately probably will. The main ending would probably be Simba being born,
or that, you know.
Yeah.
Harabi announcing she's pregnant or whatever. Snow White is getting a live adaptation, so I'm sure there's a casting call for a bunch of
really lame.
I
didn't even like Snow White that much to begin with.
The Little Mermaid is getting a live adaptation.
Okay, so I saw people was crapping on that. Like when I was on break today, I saw people was like killing the animation, like the I guess there's pictures or something.
There's a little teaser trailer.
There's a trailer. Okay, people was killing that then because I was looking at it and I saw the girl who was playing. I can't remember her name. The Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
There we go. Who's playing Ariel? And they was just flat out killing it. Like, oh my god, it was like it looks terrible. The CGI looks bad and blah, blah, blah.
Who's playing Ariel though? Do you know?
It was I don't know who the girl is, but if I was looked right, it was like a black girl, and I don't know her name now.
It's Halle Berry.
Oh, it was Halle Berry? That was Halle Berry?
Yeah.
That didn't look like Halle Berry.
Exactly.
Now I see why they was killing it.
So there's
that did not look like Halle Berry, bro.
So there's a lot of people that are like trying to say that they're hating on it because of racism, because they made Ariel black or whatever.
Right.
But I think that there's actual like they just kind of like CGI messed with her face so much that first of all, I'm with you. When I first saw this, that I was like, that's not Halle Berry. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
And second of all, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know why we need a live action of all these animated films, and like, but the hate I think it is because of how the CGI looks. Obviously, I'm sure there is some racism bullshit going on too. But I think that the main issue that people had was like, that's what did you do to Halle Berry's face? Like, what in the world?
Yeah. I am like I'm still shocked that that's Halle Berry. Wow. Yeah, I see what it was. Yeah, that was the stuff I saw people crapping on, was like how it looked. And I didn't even know that was Halle Berry. So yeah, that looked really bad. They gotta touch that up. That ain't coming out no time soon, right? Like that ain't the next year thing, is it?
That is looking at yeah, it is next year. Next May. So not even like a full year.
Okay, good luck on that, guys. I feel this is gonna be another I don't get it though. Most of their live action Disney movies in this aspect, Disney Princess or whatever, they suck. They don't get very good reviews. Why do they keep doing it?
Money, cash grab. I don't know. Hoping that families
I guess
bring
I should
their
look
kids.
At some of their financial things. Is it even worth it financially? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. with that shitty CGI. I don't know. So then we have from Pixar, Elemental, which apparently is what you know how Pixar always does like does like what if toys had emotions? Oh, what if cars had emotions?
Yeah.
So well, this is what if the elements had emotions. So it's like fire and water and shit like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. They're really running it. They're really pushing it there. A movie
I want my
called
horror movie Winnie the Pooh. That's what I'm waiting for.
We're definitely gonna watch that when it comes out.
Yeah.
Win or lose. I don't even know what that's going. Oh, it's a TV. Oh, it's the Pixar's first TV series. Will premiere on Disney Plus. Elio or Elio or something like that. Not sure what that's about. Some kind of, let's see, a boy who finds himself transported across the galaxy and mistaken for the intergalactic ambassador for planet Earth. All right. Inside Out 2, because apparently we needed a sequel to Inside Out. Zootopia Plus, which is going to be a show based on the events of Zootopia. Iwaju, which is, I'm not sure. An Afro-futurist inspired animated series set in Nigeria. So I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but Iwaju is what it looks like. So
none of these sound like anything I would watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So also Strange World, upcoming Pixar film coming to theaters close to Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We don't even have a trailer. Teaser trailer was released. Wish, which is
the Pokemon move. I mean, it is.
I don't even know that they don't have much on that one either. So I guess that's going to be a. They're still really working on it. All right. So as far as Lucasfilm, they dropped the a full-length trailer for Andor, which looks pretty cool. It's about the I mean, it's just another, it's like it's a prequel to a prequel. So it's a prequel to Rogue One, which was a prequel to Episode 4. And it's kind of about the rise of the rebellion, I guess. The trailer looks really cool. It looks like it could be well done, but we're just circling the same themes with Star Wars. I just wish we could have just a different Star Wars story.
I told you, dude, they should do this. They should do just like how the games decided to do with Knights of the Old Republic, where they went all the way back like thousands of years, and that was so dope because then they was able to make up their own story, make their own characters, and Knights of the Old Republic is one of the greatest games ever, and it's one of the highest rated. It's everything you want. And then Knights of the Republic 2, that came out afterwards, another great game, and is loved by everybody, you know, who's Star Wars fan or whatever. Like, that was the cool stuff. You was able to just have badass stuff happen. But when they make it so close to the prequels and to the ones after that, you have to you're tied into making sure it all makes sense, so you don't put yourself into a corner. That just sucks. You put yourself into trouble in the corner.
What's up, Rob? Rob says, I hope they cast a little person as Snow White and make the 7 dwarves NBA players. That would be absolutely hilarious.
That would be funny.
All right, so Lucasfilm also releasing Willow, which is apparently going to be like a revived form of the 1988 high fantasy film Willow. Not sure. That's just going straight to stream, apparently. The Bad Batch is getting another season. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi is 6 standalone episodes following Ahsoka, Count Dooku, etc. Ahsoka is getting her own solo film? No, series. Okay.
I never liked Ahsoka. I have no interest in this. I never liked her character.
Again, she was just the Padawan of Anakin. So I mean, that's really that's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
They're just following that same kind of shenanigans.
And then they caught themselves in because they're making it it's a character who's way too close to this kind of story. So now you got to be careful what you do. Like, it's just, come on, man, make a new girl who can be a badass and just do a different time frame.
Yeah. So my issue with those is that it's like we know what's eventually gonna come, right?
Right. Like, you can't be too creative.
Exactly. And I'm also not sitting on the edge of my seat like, oh my god, are they gonna kill Darth Vader? No, because Darth Vader is in episode 4, 5. So it's like, or something similar to that. Whatever is
Right.
gonna. Oh, what's gonna happen to this character? Well, obviously they're gonna make it. There's a fucking
Right,
film
because we
about
know
it.
what happened. We know how they actually go down, or
Right.
what are they succeeding legitly. So you put yourself, like I said, you put yourself in a corner that's just not good.
Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew. Jude Law apparently making a big comeback. Here's another
Okay.
thing with Jude Law. So Jude Law, we don't know much about it, but Jude Law will be giving off big dad energy.
Okay.
Okay. Mandalorian season 3.
No shock there.
They got a trailer for it and everything. Of course, that was like one of the biggest things for Star Wars coming
Yeah,
back.
Baby
And
Yoda.
Disney Plus, yep, the Baby Yoda Grogu. Indiana Jones 5.
Good Lord.
He swore he was done with it, and he didn't
So
even want to
Harrison
do
Ford
the
isn't
last
in it
one.
though, right? Do not tell me Harrison Ford is in it.
Yeah, this motherfucker's in it. Yeah.
God, he did say he was done with it, dude.
Yeah.
What the bro? What is this garbage?
How old is Harrison
Ford? Making
Ford?
this garbage, bro. We already had the aliens show up. What else is there to do?
I didn't even watch that one, to be honest.
This garbage.
This dude is 80. Hold on.
This dude's
Hold
like,
on.
190? He gonna break his hip. What else can he do? You can't expect badass action scenes from this dude at this point. What do we get? Bro.
80-year-old. I was supposed to believe this motherfucker going on adventures.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
When I'm 80,
oh my god, bro. He gonna be in a wheelchair, bro.
When I'm 80, leaving the house is gonna be an adventure. I don't care what you say about I'm going to the grocery store is gonna be my Indiana Jones. It's gonna be Indiana James going to the grocery store, trying not to die, just getting some chicken.
Get some chicken, exactly. That's the adventure. If he doesn't die on his way getting out of the car, or getting to the car, or just getting out of bed.
If I don't run someone over going across the street to the food line because I'm old and I can't hit the brake fast enough, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, you get that man some insurance. Like I can't. I don't understand this, bro. Like I can see if it's gonna be. And I can't fully remember because I don't even think I actually watched the Alien one fully. I just know Alien was in it and I watched a little bit and I'm like, this movie just sucked anyway. To me, at least. It was just boring. But I'm not the biggest Indiana Jones fan, so take that for what it is. But anyway, I can see if this was going to be mainly about Shia LaBeouf because he was like the next guy or whatever, I think, from the Indiana Jones. Wasn't he in the movies? And he was like
he was in one
his dude's student or whatever?
I don't think he's in this one.
But I could have, because wasn't he in the other ones, or was he in the last one?
He was in the Alien one, yeah.
Okay, so I can see if it was like he's taking over now, and he's the new Indiana Jones or whatever. Not saying it's gonna be good, but at least that makes sense.
Nobody wants to book him.
Now it's gonna be this, like again.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna mentor somebody else.
No, there being the Ke Huy Quan is being cast as well, reuniting after 40 years. So, yay.
Okay.
I guess she's probably not 80, she's probably 70. But yay. So we're gonna have the blue sneaker special, movie theaters ain't never sold so many senior tickets before.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, moving on to Marvel. Marvel announcements. So there was a panel for Wakanda Forever. They all kind of came out on stage, talked about the film a little bit. Of course, the one thing that was not revealed was who's in the suit, but we could already know it's going to be Shuri. Yeah. Ironheart, same kind of thing. We already know that is what's going down, but still no real trailer being released for that. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. We got a little bit of more of a look. I guess Paul Rudd came out on stage and was chatting with the crowd a little bit. Jonathan Majors, of course, going to be Kang, the actual iteration of Kang, not He Who Remains or anything like that. So we will get that, but still no full trailer or anything, unfortunately. We have a release date of February 17th. Wakanda Forever, by the way, release date November 11th. We're less than 2 months away from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
That is interesting.
I'm excited.
That is interesting. It's coming.
It's coming. All right, so now we get to do a trailer reaction. The next thing that was announced was Werewolf by Night, which will debut on Disney Plus on October 7th. So let me go ahead and set up. I have not seen this trailer. I'm excited.
I have not neither.
Let's see. Werewolf by Night. You. There we go. Okay.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are. You wanna see this, darling?
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Werewolf by Night.
So I guess we're going with the Universal Monsters type feel.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay.
I can't hate on it too much. It was pretty funny.
I can't hate on it. It was cheesy, but I think that was the what they're trying to do.
See this, darling?
There was a
hold on, please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Oh, that's where it was, like right there. Hold on. There's like a little image of Man-Thing. I can't see, I can't freeze frame it. There are pictures out there that exist. But Man-Thing was seen like in a very brief flash. So yeah, Man-Thing is going to be in this, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's very campy, like old school feel, Universal Monsters. It looks like it's going to be fun. Like, I'm not expecting much again from all of these little Disney Plus things. I guess we just really have to learn that we can't expect much. We have to just kind of like take it for what they give us with these things. Any other feelings on the trailer, Chris? You're just kind of
it's just basically literally what you said, man. It's just like you can't expect much out of it. It's just it's okay. It's all right. It wasn't terrible.
No.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was whatever.
It was okay.
It was all right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the next one we're also doing a trailer. Yes. So Secret Invasion was next on a list that was announced.
Yes.
Also got a trailer. Haven't seen this trailer either. I think you said you did.
I have seen this trailer, yes.
All right. So let's see if I can set this up real quick. Secret Invasion.
For years, you've been avoiding Earth. But I have called for your help plenty of other times, and you've been pretty content to let those calls go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, well, this is different. How much do you know about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about him?
Okay.
How much you know about these nuts?
Oh shit! We got the dude from Black Panther as well. He looks like he's coming in. All right.
Fury, we gotta be very careful now.
Oh shit.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
This is just the beginning.
This is my war alone. And I'm the last person standing between them and what they really want. And what is that?
All right. Okay. Not mad at it.
Nah,
Looks pretty cool. We got some scroll action going on here.
Yeah. I will say, what do you think about it being a series and not a movie?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's going to be a little bit more filler again, like we've been kind of seeing with some other stuff.
But isn't that kind of a little disappointing that they chose to be filler and that wasn't part of a movie or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends if they do it correctly, right? I mean, if it looks so far, it looks cool. It's cool to see Emilia Clarke without that like fake bleach blonde hair that she had forever. As from Game of Thrones, who she's from. Everyone was thinking that she was going to be like the Scroll Queen, but I don't think that's who she wound up as.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise, like it looks pretty cool. I just hope, or I don't know if I hope, but like it's just are they gonna do like the everyone's a scroll thing or like?
I mean, I guess obviously they can't actually do it legitly, right? Because they don't have those characters who was supposed to, who was actually there. They don't have them. We're not going to get any X-Men, or I'm pretty sure a character who was extremely crucial to it and very important, at least, was Spider-Woman. We're not getting her. I don't think she's going to be in it.
We could. There's been a lot of rumors about Spider-Woman.
She could be in it?
There's been a lot of rumors about Spider-Woman joining the MCU, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if they was to do it, it'd be awesome if she's actually in it. Because remember, she was very big in that series.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. I just don't think we're going to.
Rob
I mean, if it was me, if she was going to be in it, I would have definitely made sure she was part of the trailer to build hype.
Marvel's weird about that though, because they like to hide a lot of shit.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, for me, I would just try to build up the hype. It's like with her for real. Just be like, bam, she's in it. And give a bunch of scenes and stuff. But I guess so.
Rob says he likes the fact that the Secret Invasion trailer has no comedic one-liners.
I agree with that. And I didn't even think about that. But I'm happy that's true. Just him saying that, I'm actually, he's right. Because I did get so sick and tired of them having to make so many jokes in these trailers where it's like, all right, I get it. You think you funny. You're not.
You think you funny.
You think you're funny. Cool.
I like the trailer, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was pretty cool. A little bit of action, a little bit of like surprise where everyone transformed into one guy. Cool to see certain faces come back.
We got Samuel motherfucking Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson without the eye patch. That was pretty cool. It was fun. So we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see. Again, I don't put too much faith or stock into the D+ shows anymore, just because of what we've experienced so far. But hey, it could be good. It's looking promising. Let's just say that.
Right.
All right.
I feel like out of this will probably be. This could potentially be the best that we get from the next batch of the shows that they send us to the Disney Plus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of a Loki 2 or whatever, but outside of that kind of stuff, this would be like probably the second best or best.
For sure. Yeah, because Loki season 2 is the next one that was announced. Again, they didn't really announce a whole lot of it, just brought Tom Hiddleston out just to kind of talk about it. Let's see, Armor Wars was reaffirmed. Everyone was kind of wondering why nobody was talking about Armor Wars at the SDCC. Well, they came out and said, hey, we haven't begun filming yet, but it is expected to still be happening. They talked a little bit about Fantastic Four and announced Matt Shakman, to be the director for Fantastic Four, which was a
Who
little
that?
bit of a surprise.
What
He is the guy who directed WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was exactly my reaction. I was like, who? Because they were
Yeah.
throwing around some names, and they were like, "Oh, we want a big name to direct Fantastic Four." And there was a whole thing where John Krasinski was like, "I want to be in it, but also I want to direct it." And Marvel's like, "No, we're gonna go with someone big." And then they announced Matt Shackman or Shakeman or whatever, Shockman.
I mean, I don't know, because
And it's just like,
WandaVision is awesome and all, but that's not the feel that I would want for Fantastic Four. So I don't know.
yeah, definitely a strange choice.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice.
But we will see. I mean, I can't just hate on a directing.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hate on the director until I see the movie.
Exactly.
Like,
Echo, which I'm sure we're all very excited for.
Oh, super excited for. Come on, hit with the news. Let's have with Echo.
Just the fact that it's coming soon. Again, doesn't even have a premiere date. Probably late 2023 is what they're thinking.
Oh shit, that's so amazing. Please, sir, tell me again.
Now we're gonna move on. Daredevil Born Again, which we still need to do our Born Again
we really do
episode. I promise that I'll get on it soon.
James.
Yeah. There's been so much stuff going on since then though. So I'm working on it. Okay.
You had me read that shit. You haven't done anything.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
All right. So the couple things with Daredevil Born Again. First of all, Vincent D'Onofrio will definitely be back for Daredevil.
It should have been a movie.
I mean, I would rather 16 episodes, honestly.
I would rather a movie.
Oh, okay. We are going to, let's see. I think that was Vincent D'Onofrio is going to be in it, and also there's a lot of talk of Bullseye returning, which you still haven't seen the Daredevil original show, have you?
I have not.
God, you gotta
I'm going to.
Gotta watch it, man.
I'm going to. I am.
I know. It's now on Disney Plus, so it's a little easier to access if you got Disney Plus or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely worth your time. I was just telling someone who in like a group chat or whatever was like, "Oh, I've never seen season 3." I was like, "Bro, I've watched season 3, no joke, like 3 times because it was that good."
Damn.
Like season 1 was absolutely fantastic. Season 2 had a little setback because of the Elektra storyline, whatever, but it still introduced Punisher and it was still really badass. But season 3 was like God, like it was just God tier. Like it was amazing.
I just love how the one thing you know about Elektra, no matter what pops off, she's gonna die. That's the one thing you can like guarantee, that at some point in time she's gonna bite the big one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rob's saying did WandaVision have the same director for every episode? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Shackman the whole time. Or I don't remember hearing anything about like a different director per episode or nothing like that. He's also like been an actor in certain things. I did look him up, but he hasn't been in much. He hasn't done much. So it's very strange for them to choose him for Fantastic Four. But apparently they've got a good vision. Yeah, got a lot of confidence
because they know this is going to be one of the big ones here. The Fantastic Four is huge, so
for sure.
This is the redemption story, no matter how you look at it. Well, we're hoping it is, because if not, it's going to be another crappy Fantastic Four movie.
Please, God, no. The other thing about Daredevil is that Charlie Cox, is that his name? I think that's his name. Said that we got to think of this as like a season 1 and not a season 4. So it really is being like born again, like it is its own thing, a new step, a new season, whatever. So apparently it's not going to be completely tied in with everything that happened seasons 1 through 3 of Daredevil. So you could take that as you will. Like, it could be kind of disappointing. Like they're not going to be as bloody, gory, violent, dark. Or, hey, maybe, this is just a new step to kind of fit him in better with what's going on. And then they don't have to explain why he hasn't been around for like certain events in the MCU, that kind of thing.
Okay, but is this a continuation from the series though?
No, so they're saying that it's a brand new, fresh start.
Oh, so it is like you said, it's legitly like it's a reboot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
That's
kind of
not
like,
yeah, that's not really the best approach to go with, but okay, definitely for this kind of story.
other thing that
Yeah, the story is about rebirth and all that. I get that, but still, it had to have the crap that happened beforehand to get to that point to make it all make sense. So
I
when you
think,
kind of make this as a reboot, that kind of
yeah,
concerns me.
I think that they'll have like certain callbacks, but I don't know if they'll be like relying on specific plot points. I
But
think
when
is
you,
what they're
but
gonna
what
try to
concerns
say.
me though, because it's like, all right, well, this is like season 1, but bro, is he Daredevil already? Like, what? Like that's the part that kind of concerns me, because like, so if this is like basically season 1, is this somewhat like an origin to a degree, and then it leads into what happens, but he
I
hasn't done
don't think
that much
so.
stuff for it to matter.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's gonna be like a huge origin reboot necessarily. I just don't. I think what they're gonna try to do, or why they're saying this,
Okay,
is that they don't have to rely on certain plot points now.
I
Uh
guess.
and they don't have to explain why he wasn't around for, you know, because I mean he would that show was around well before certain parts of the MCU really kicked
Of
off.
course.
So they don't have to be like, "Oh, Daredevil, why the fuck weren't you fighting Thanos with us?" You know, or like what?
Because, bro, okay, I got you, Daredevil. All right, I got you. He was trying to get there, but he's blind, bro. Like he kept running into other things. Other things kept stopping him. Plus, when that crap was popping off, he was dealing with his own crap, bro. Elektra just died. Like, bro, for the 5th time.
For the 5th time,
In during
which
that
is
entire
crazy.
week. Like, bro, it just sucked, bro. Like he was dealing with stuff. Plus, again, it was hard for him to get there.
Yeah.
No one came and gave him a ride.
Yeah, he ain't
Come
got no.
pick him up.
He ain't got no CNI dog in the office.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And the dog that he does, that dog was like, I ain't going over there, bro.
The business is failing. The business is failing too bad as it is. You know, he can't take no time off of work.
Right? Like he still had to be a lawyer. Just because half the people was gone, there was still another half people that left. He had to defend.
Rob
maybe
says
he was zapped away. Who knows? Either way, stuff happened, bro.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah,
Rob says he don't like hearing that Daredevil is a reboot.
I meant to say this ain't the X-Men. They should have been there. But no, I'm kind of with Rob, man. I don't know. I don't like it.
Why do we care to see him reborn if we aren't supposed to link it to the Netflix story? Again,
well, that's what I'm kind of saying myself too, though. Like what the perp that what made Reborn so awesome is you still had like what made it so big was all the stuff that Daredevil has did that caused the Kingpin to like go to these links when he found out his identity. Mm-hmm. What led to all this is what made Kingpin go that far. So if you make this like basically a season 1, like you're kind of rushing it. Yeah, that's kind of my concerns.
Again, this is just the actor saying that we should take it as a season 1. So he is the guy playing Daredevil, but I honestly think what he meant, and this could be wrong, so I could be wrong, but I just think what he meant was, we don't have to rely on certain plot points necessarily. We can kind of carve out what we want going forward from here. But it could, I don't know. So it could be good, it could be bad. I really don't think it's going to be as dark and grisly as we got with the Netflix show. I think they will scale that aspect back. But we'll just have to see going forward. Let's see some other 3 more things. Captain America: New World Order. A little.
Oh shit! The NWO showing up. Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan is going home.
That's right. The juicy bit of that is that we're getting Isaiah Bradley back. It is confirmed that Isaiah Bradley will be coming back. So that I'm excited for. If we get Isaiah Bradley back, that's ready to fight, or we finally get some like flashback scenes or whatever that we were talking about when Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
About that. That was a missed opportunity.
Super missed opportunity. So if we get a little that was the part I was most hyped for. I was like, fuck, whatever. Anthony Mackie, that's cool. whatever with Bucky, whatever. It's cool. Sebastian Stan. But what I'm really looking forward to seeing is Isaiah Bradley coming back.
Same.
So we'll see how that works out. I think they also confirmed that the dude Torres or whatever is going to become the new Falcon. So that's going to happen as well. So now we got Black Cap, White Falcon, or I guess Latin American Falcon. Yeah. Although the actor does look rather white, I will say.
I mean, it's true.
I'm just saying he does look a little on the Caucasian side of the Latin American.
Right.
Rob says they could easily explain that Daredevil was taking care of street level problems that the snap caused, just like they explained Captain Marvel being in space, helping other planets. True. But
I mean, that's true because at the end, because Rob's very right on that, because at the end of the day, just because the main team was fighting Thanos and dealing with that crap, there was like other stuff going on. Like, I'm forgetting his name, the Arrow guy.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, whatever. Just because I lost all respect for that dude, bro. The MCU has made me lose all respect for him, and I like a lot of his comics, but the MCU has made me just look at this dude as just a chump. But anyway, he wasn't the only dude fighting crime, like taking out little, crime criminals and stuff. Dressed up.
Oh yeah, when he became Ronin.
He couldn't have been the only guy doing that, so it couldn't make sense that Daredevil was dealing with that.
Yeah, it's true. But at least, Ronin / Hawkeye showed back up when it mattered. Rob says, you don't think that Disney will show Karen Page turning into a crack whore that sells Matt's secret identity for another hit of that sweet, sweet H?
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't. That was one of the things I really do want to talk about, but I also want to save that for when we actually go into it.
We'll get into that, because that's like one of my favorite parts of that story is Karen,
that's why I'm saving that, because I got a lot to say on that too. So
so we'll have a special episode. It might be like a different day from the podcast or whatever, where we just break down Born Again. But that's for sure. Like, that's one of the more interesting parts. I was just like, God damn, Karen! Like, what?
Definitely considering what. Remember, again, we'll get into it when we actually do it. But remember, she even has another big thing on her way getting back to the city. What she had to do, and I'm very sure Disney is not going to let that happen.
No, definitely not.
All
right, so we got Thunderbolts again talked about. They did reveal the lineup.
Okay.
Your lineup that they announced for the
All right.
Thunderbolts includes. God damn it, where is it? Okay, so
Pillsbury Doughboy.
It's gonna be Valentina, aka Elaine from Seinfeld. Ghost coming back from Ant-Man.
Elaine from Seinfeld.
Red Guardian coming back from Black Widow.
Okay.
Alina Belova coming back from Black Widow. Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan. U.S. Agent coming back from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Taskmaster coming back from Black Widow. So basically, this is just Black Widow too.
I was just going. Yeah. All right. That is not very reassuring.
We get Black Widow too. No talk of Thunderbolt Ross being recast or anything like that. No, Abomination, who had his whole thing with She-Hulk, especially this week as well. Nothing with that.
James, why would I be excited for this?
I'm not excited for that at all, but I think they are hiding some stuff.
I hope they are, because if this legitly is it, no.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm good.
And then the last thing that they just kind of briefly talked about was the Marvels, but nothing crazy came out of that either. Okay. So that was everything from the D23 day, or
very
Disney Plus day, or Disney whatever the fuck you want to talk about day. We have gone on for quite a while, so we're probably going to tune it in here. Anything else you want to say here, Chris?
No. We got a lot. We got a lot of stuff talked about. So
a lot of stuff. A couple trailer reactions thrown in there. Definitely we'll expand more next week. We'll talk more about the shows that are going on too next week. But yeah, hit that like button for us. Subscribe. We appreciate you, and we will catch you on the next one. As always, stay villainous and
fuck the Fantastic Four.